Welcome to Clodagh's Fall Suppers. Carrot cake with orange blossom frosting is possibly my favourite cake to make during the fall. The cake itself is so light and fluffy with fruits in it and walnuts, and then on top I put an orange blossom frosting that makes it so decadent, delicious any time of the day. And especially right now because the carrots are so in season and they taste so good. So grab your ingredients and let's get baking. So your ingredients: you need sunflower oil, light brown sugar, self-raising flour, bicarbonate of soda, lovely eggs, raisins, cinnamon, nutmeg, walnuts, carrots, and then for the frosting, you need icing sugar or confectioner's sugar, orange blossom water, orange, really good quality unsalted butter, and cream cheese. So I'm going to start by making the cake. So you need to get your eggs and crack them into your mixer, or you could do it all in a big bowl with the whisk. 3 eggs. And then I'm going to follow that with the light brown sugar. So in goes my light brown sugar, in with the eggs. And at this point you can start mixing it while I grate my carrots. Lovely fresh carrots. So these are the main ingredient in a carrot cake. So you want to get good quality carrots. With the tops of carrots and the peel from the carrots, I pop into my broth pot, which I'm going to use for making my butternut squash and coconut soup. So that's all the carrot grated. And next I'm putting in the vegetable oil. So get your mixer on, and if you're not using your mixer, then just use, pour the oil from one side and whisk on the other. Because it needs to be incorporated into it. So let's get this on a high whisk and just pour it slowly in while it's whisking. So I'm putting in golden raisins. You could add in sultanas if you wanted to. You could put in apricots, you could put in dates. I love adding lovely juicy fruit into cake. And some lovely walnuts, which really are a classic for the carrot cake. I mean, you can swap them out for pecans or hazelnuts. The smell of nutmeg always makes me nostalgic from baking when I was a kid at home in Ireland with my mom, my sisters, especially around Christmas time. I think every Irish person will know what I mean. So once you have all your wet ingredients and the spices and the nuts and the fruit mixed in, the last thing then you want to put in is your flour and your bicarbonate of soda. Yeah, that's nicely mixed. Give it a little test. You will know from my baking videos, my favorite thing to do is this. Sorry if I offend anybody. No, oh my God, I can't resist. So the consistency of the cake batter should be quite liquidy and runny. You want this cake moist. There's nothing worse than a dry carrot cake. So I can't hide the excitement in my face. So I'm putting it into a preheated oven. It's important when you're baking a cake that you put into the center of the oven. Because I'm doing it in a ceramic dish, I need to bake it for 15 minutes longer. But if you're using a regular baking tin, it's 1 hour and 15 minutes. The exact times, temperatures, measurements, everything are in the recipe below, and you'll also find a link to it. Oh, the smell is so good. And look, it's risen beautifully. So you want it lovely and moist on the inside and around the edges, and then a little bit kind of crispy on top for texture. And I do a test by putting a knife into it. If it comes out and it's liquid on it, then it's not baked, and this is completely dry, so it's perfect. Leave it to cool for about 10 minutes in the baking tin you're using. And then after that, then I'll take it out and allow it cool completely in the rack. And while the carrot cake is cooling, I'm gonna make my beautiful orange blossom frosting. So for the frosting, you need cream cheese, really good quality unsalted butter, icing sugar or confectioner's sugar, orange blossom water, and a lovely orange itself for the zest. And I'm just gonna mix them all together. Oh, this orange blossom water really is a great one for your pantry. It's so good in frostings, or even with like whipped cream. And then the last ingredient for the frosting is orange zest to give that really fresh orange flavor. When you're zesting, don't zest beyond this color, which is like a very light yellow color. Because the minute you get into the white pith of the orange, it becomes bitter. and some beautiful unsalted Irish butter. So the orange blossom frosting is done. Little taste test. The carrot cake is cooled completely, and then I'm just going to pop the frosting all on top. If you're an orange blossom fan like me, why don't you check out my video for my orange blossom sponge. It's delicious. Look at that, a thing of beauty. I'm gonna finish it off with more orange zest because it looks so pretty. So I know you all want me to take a taste. So look how moist this is. That's what you want from a carrot cake. Beautiful, moist. And raisins and walnuts, and then the frosting on top. The smell of the spices. Oh. So if you're gonna do one thing this week, what are you gonna do? Yeah, you're gonna make this carrot cake, and it's gonna put a big smile on that lovely face of yours. And don't forget to subscribe. You literally just have to click a button, and then we get to notify you every time I put up a new video, because you wouldn't want to miss out.